Hi folks, welcome back to Delboy's Garage. Now today is episode 8 I think of Project Rat Trailer. It's coming along nicely, and as you know, with all projects you have to prepare in the right order. So today I've just decided that I really want to push towards making this a rolling chassis, and try and get these wheels on, and that means looking at fasteners. Now obviously I did have an intention to try and make a box section brace to step it up a bit higher, but I've been looking around at trailers and they're normally, the wheel stub axles are bolted straight to the chassis, and I think that's a much more direct and a much more secure way to do it, so I'm going to do that. And also it doesn't mean I've got to faff around looking for extra fasteners. Now fasteners are going to be a big issue. It would appear that because it's a snipe trailer, the bolts that were in it, which are what I thought were rusty, are not. The rust that's on them, here is one. Now the rust that's on these is from the trailer, it's not from the bolts, because I've cleaned one up and they are stainless bolts. They're not very good quality stainless, but they're fine and they're brilliant. They are ideal and they're the perfect size and the perfect pitch. So I haven't got any better than that, so I'm going to use those and I'll clean those up. So today all I'm going to do is clean up the bolts, get all the fasteners ready and do some measurements and make sure that I've got everything I need to bolt the thing into one go. So that's pretty much what we're going to do for today. I haven't got a lot of time, it's already 5:45 and I've got to go out tonight, so just going to do an hour on this. Stick around, stay tuned, let's see what happens. So this is the offending bolts. These are really skanky, but it is really just a collection of paint and rust from inside these where they were lodged, and where is it, inside this. There's one that's wedged in there, and a bit of WD, and just soaking that for a bit, and I will get that last one out. Now did that one like I just showed you. It's come up alright. They are low grade stainless bolts. They're pretty cool. They're not weak, and they're 12.9s. They're nice and strong, and I think that's what I need. I've got all the nuts for them, all the nylocks, but the nylon bit of the nylock is now used and a bit buggered, so I shall just Loctite them on. I'll get some Loctite at the weekend when I get a grease gun, and they'll all get Loctited on when I build the thing up. These come from that thing which the trailer sits on when you put it down, and it bolts that big ugly thing too, so I might as well use those as well. They're fine, there's nothing wrong with them, they'll do the trick. So really tonight isn't much of interest. I was going to go for some new bolts. I've gone all through the box of many bolts and the box of even more bolts. As I said to you guys before, way back, my only formal training, I was a bus fitter in London many years ago, and one of the garages shut down, and they said, who wants to take anything that's getting chucked out for scrap? And there were hundreds, thousands of fasteners getting chucked out. So probably 20 years ago there were 4 boxes like that, and I've just ate my way through them, and they always yield bolts like that, perfectly good, mild steel, but mild steel against stainless, no competition. And it's finding nuts for them, which means going through the box of many nuts to then find them, and just hours of raking to find out. You know it's like whenever you need 6, you'll only ever find 5, and when you find 5, you'll only ever find 4 nuts. But I've got a full set of 6 bolts, 6 nuts. They're strong, they're in good order, so I'm going to stick with them. So let's set up the old drill and the wire wheel. Let's get them cleaned off, see what they look like. Right, let's get cracking. Honestly, there is nothing like a wire wheel for getting the thread cleaned up. Look at that, beautiful. Perfect. 2 down. last one. Okay, get the wheel out now. Just bunging in this is just a 120 grit, nice reasonably fine wheel on a rubber back, so it's kind of flexy. And all I'm going to do with these is just where there's burrs on them and they're a little bit messed up, I'm just going to straighten them up and clean them up proper. Right, now you should get a GT85 on them. I've done the nuts as well. So there we are, that's about it for today. That's what they used to look like. So from that to that, proving the point I said, that they are quality bolts underneath all the cack, and just refurbishing them, they are fine. One of the threads was a little bit where I hammered them out because I'm a monkey boy and I didn't realise I was going to use them again. I had to grind one of the heads, I think it's that one, but all I did was just ground a little bit of the thread back and then it works fine. So there we go, that's pretty much it. Nuts, bolts all ready. Now they'll be used to bolt these stub axles on the wheels onto the chassis itself. When I drill through there, they'll be the ones that do all of the security. These will hold the wheels onto the trailer, so they're very important bolts, and those are actually the ones that go through that, so they're equally as important. These are the holding bolts that stop the trailer from communing with the traffic that's following you in a big mess, so they're very important. That's about it for now. Do that up later. So that's all I can do. Can't do any more for now. They're all what I wanted to do. That's been 2 hours, believe it or not, edited down. 2 hours to get them back up. They do come up. Perhaps if I had a sandblaster I could have done them a bit easier, but then I think sandblasters ruin threads. The good thing with a spinning wheel is it spins in the direction of the thread and it gets right into the inside without actually peppering the thread, which is all bad. You wouldn't want to do that. So sometimes you can't sandblast things. It is just the manual way. There you go. That is it for now. Right, so there you go. Sorry, not very interesting, I'm afraid. Just wire wheeling and cleaning bolts, but that's what projects go like. Some of the jobs are just a little bit mundane. But now it's done. I'm really proud of them and I'm looking forward to using them. They are going to be well worth the effort, and those little bits of work, little jobs you do like that are rewarding. When you're bolting them in and you're bolting the thing together, you feel good. They haven't cost me any money. I did price these up to buy that bolt and that nut, £1.95 from the Fastners. So basically we'll just say £2 each, 6, 12. These are about £5 a piece, 22. So there's about £22, £23 of bolts there. and refurbishing them cost me absolutely nothing. So that's what this rat trailer project is all about. So there you go, that's been part 8. Thanks for tuning in and watching Delboy's Garage. Ride safe everyone, thanks for all the comments as ever. I'll see you next time.